Hello everyone. So, welcome back to the studio, and today I'm with these lovely guys and we will be focusing on group posing. Hi, my name's MR.DASANTE. I'm an award-winning fashion content creator who models for fashion brands and teaches men and women how to pose for photos. So, whether you're photographing families, friends, these posing tips that I'm gonna give you are gonna make you guys feel so much more confident with style. So grab your camera, grab your notebook. We're about to take notes, so let's begin. Today, I'm with the lovely Darina. Say hello.
Hello.
Hello. I'm with the lovely Isaac.
What's up?
And I'm with the lovely Irina. Thank you guys for being here. Check out their socials. They're taking the internet by storm. So, when it comes to posing, there are 6 tips that you guys need to pay attention to. The first one is varied heights. What do I mean by varied heights? I basically mean that when you're posing as a group, you don't all want to be on the same level, just standing straight like this, right? So in order to make differences, you might want to have a stool. Someone might be sitting on a stool, the other might be sitting on a chair, and the other one might be sitting behind them, etc. Which I'll be showing you in the example after. The second tip is create connections. What do I mean by creating connections? I mean by, sometimes when you're posing as a group, you don't all just want to be standing there. Show that you guys are engaging with each other. So someone might have their hand on each other's shoulder. You don't need to do it now. You don't need to touch each other, okay? Just letting you guys know. But you might want to touch each other's shoulders. You might have your hand in your pocket, just so then it adds a bit of connection. So it looks like you guys are connecting and you genuinely want to take a group photo together, The third tip, avoid straight lines. Okay, so when you're posing as a group, right now they actually have a bit of a shape. There's a bit of a triangular shape going on here. But usually some people, when they pose as a group, okay guys, follow me, stand next to me. On the zoom out, as you can see, we're standing in a straight line. This wouldn't look good for a group photo because it just kind of looks boring and it just looks generic. In order for it to look interesting, you would need to create some sort of shape. The shape can be triangular or it can be a V shape. The fourth tip is pay attention to your hands. Where are your hands placed when you're taking photos? So if you look at Irina right now, I love your name. Irina, she has her hand on her waist, her hip, right? And this is good because it adds some shape to it. It's not boring. So she's placing her hands. She knows she's at the end of the photo and she's doing something with her hands. If Irina was like this, it would look a bit awkward. So you can, keep it like that. So you can keep it like that. Or if you're a guy, you might want to have your hands on your pocket, standing at the side at an angle. The fifth tip is balancing the frame. And what I mean by that is, okay, as you can see, we're all balanced. There's 4 of us, but we're all standing one by one. You don't see like the group on one side and I'm just standing here. That wouldn't be balanced. The 6th tip, which is easy, which we all know when it comes to taking group photos, is everyone must be visible. So I'm sure you guys have seen group photos where someone's missing, like the missing child or the missing granddad or whatever. And that's not great for group photos because we all need to be seen. We all need to be heard. Our personalities need to be seen through the photo. So everyone needs to be visible. So those are the 6 tips. If you like videos like this, feel free to click the description in the link to have access to my posing guide to take your photo to the next level. Okay, so with those tips in mind, let's walk through step by step of how to do group photos. We're going to start off with 2 to 3 people. Pose 1, the V shape. Stand the middle person slightly forward and angle the outer 2 in toward the center. This creates a natural V shape. Pose 2, shoulder touch. Have everyone touching slightly, hands on shoulders, arms linked, subtle, not stiff. Pose 3, sitting and standing mix. Try one person sitting on a stool with others standing behind. It adds depth and height variety. Okay, so now for mid-groups. So when I mean mid-groups, I'm talking about 4 to 6 people that you have. So before we were talking about 2 to 3. And so now this requires more layering. So there's more triangles that need to be created. And I'm gonna show you guys right now in the examples ahead. Pose 4, seated and standing layers. Use chairs or stools in the front row and standing people behind, leaning slightly forward. Pose 5, cluster inward. Have everyone turn slightly towards the center with a soft leaning, no stiff military poses. Always remember, natural facial expressions and relaxed shoulders are always going to be your best friend in these circumstances, especially when it comes to taking group photos. You don't want to be standing there stiff, looking all awkward. You want to feel relaxed, but also you want to have genuine facial expressions. You can smile, you can have a stern look, you can look sort of cool. But don't be boring though. Don't just look into the camera. you know, looking all dopey. There has to be some sort of personality. People want to see your photo and know that you actually exist and that you have an identity. So please show your personality, please. For big groups of 7 or more, think in subgroups. Use depth, back row standing, middle row seating or kneeling, front row sitting on the ground or leaning in. Keep lines flowing like a wave, not flat like a board. Okay, so now we have the fundamentals written down. Hopefully you guys have been taking notes. But now I'm going to talk to you guys about the mistakes that you need to avoid when you're posing photos for groups. Number 1, hands in pockets with your elbows out. So this is not how you take photos, right? So as a man, you're not gonna be like this because it doesn't look great. So if you're gonna put your hands in your pockets, it's just gonna be more so just like at an angle. So if you wanna repeat after me. Yeah, so just chilled, that's it. Second tip is your feet. So your feet, you don't want all your feet sort of like this. So if you guys copy me, be boring for now. You guys were doing a great job. But you don't want to be like this because then it just looks like you're taking a school photo. So it's better to add some sort of like differences, so a bit of dynamic. So you see with Darina and Irina, you guys had like one leg forward, right? So you looked more, and then maybe as a guy I can be like this, so then, yeah, at an angle, so then it just creates different shapes. Number 3, everyone on the same level. So you remember when I was talking about everyone just standing in a straight line? Like, you're not in the military. So let's pretend we're in the military. So I don't know how it is when we face war. I'm not even gonna get into all of that. But, you know, go on. Not like this. This is gonna be one of the bad photos when we do. Not like this, right? You're not part of the military. So instead, you want to be standing at an angle. So then there's a bit of a triangle. So if you stand a bit diagonally, yeah, you can stand like this, but you stand straight. Just be yourself. So then, yeah, you can stand like that. So then we look like we're all having our own identity and we all look different. And the last point is no connection. So when you guys look at each other, try to smile, because then it needs to look like, you know, you're in a group photo. So I'll smile at you. You guys left Isaac by himself, but but yeah, so there needs to be some sort of connection and some sort of vibe that makes it look like that everyone wants to be there to take the group photo. Here's a bonus tip. So sometimes when you're taking group photos, you might be a bit nervous, you don't know how to act. So sometimes you can, you know, just look at your other member, just look at each other, maybe smile, you know, if you're feeling nervous, you see they're smiling, they're looking at each other like, why are we with these weirdos? And everything's cool. But it makes more sense, it adds more personality. Or sometimes when you're taking photos, just copy me right now, is take a step forward, yeah? Just take one step forward and look at each other. You ready? 3, 2, 1, go. So then there's some sort of like movement, there's a bit of dynamic there. There's some sort of engagement. Because sometimes if you're just standing stiff, some people, they get a bit nervous and they don't know what they're doing. Or when you're taking photos, you can look at the person that you deem who's the funniest, who can make you smile, if you struggle to smile when you're taking photos. So that can also work for group photos. So that's it today for today's group photo session. Hope you guys were able to learn something down. Hopefully you guys were able to jot down some notes. Right now, I'm gonna be showing you guys examples, the examples that we took of group photo sessions. Hopefully you guys can practice, and get better. And always remember, it's already a no if you don't try. Stay blessed.
Fast lane when I pass in the street, bag of money in the passenger seat. Simcoe's been asking for me on the road from the west to the east. Way up, I might never come down, cause the coast racking up the flight miles. So high, I might never come down, so what, this is my lifestyle. Work hard for the car, so that's why it's all tinted. Wait a minute. Had a real late night, woke up with my head spinning out in Nashville. It's been mad real. I need sunglasses, I need that.